Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about our project that we did over improving the process of creating an Indian tunic. So before in our process, we had a very cluttered workspace, and the distance traveled to create a final product was very high. So she would walk from the workspace to the table to the room where the iron was, and it took a total of 112 steps to create a tunic. And in the after, we created a very condensed workspace where everything was included. So her sewing station, and then there was a table where she could iron the clothes and also where she could cut and measure everything. So it went from 112 steps to 9 steps, which was a total improvement of 91.96%. And then you could see that her work area is very disorganized there. So we really tried to stress doing straightening and standardizing the workspace. So first, we took the sorted materials and we put them where they were most accessible in the process. So we we took everything and put them in containers by different categories. So fabrics for sleeves, of ribbons, and we labeled that in a very big tape and some a marker that she could read clearly, and it was big enough to where she could see, so that when she opens a drawer or when she opens looks at her workspace, she can see where exactly everything is located. And so we really tried to put everything where it was easier for her to reach. So her threads are on the right side, and on the left side she has her ribbons and her drawers of different beads. And under that she has a work in progress basket, which is a big improvement that we made, because a big concern of hers was that she would have a project that she would be working on for days, but she would often lose the materials that she was working on the day before. So this is something that she can use to when she's doing a project and she has to step out for a bit, then she can put those materials that she's using back in that work in progress basket. And so by doing this, it's been easier for her to see where exactly everything is. And then to make sure that everything stays in those places, we really standardized this by creating visual management and creating outlines of materials where everything goes. So in the drawer, everything's outlined from measuring tape to scissors to chalk. Everything's laid out like that, so you know where exactly everything goes. And there's a different set of tools on the ironing table as well. So on the ironing table she has a paper that says iron, and the iron goes directly on top of that. And on the other side of that table there's an outline of scissors, chalk, and measuring tape. And this is a second set so that she never has to travel with any materials in her hands. And by doing this, by creating that very condensed work cell, we've been able to take the time from 43 minutes and 49 seconds to 19 minutes and 40 seconds, which is about a 55.12% difference. And then we've also been able to get our percent value added higher, about 2.44% increase in that. So the overall time has decreased, and the whole process is much easier for her to access everything and to really help her make sure it's ergonomically correct, so she never has to bend down to get something off the floor, or to bend down and cut something on the floor, because everything has a different space for her, and this has improved the process tremendously for her.